to like the lyrics and what inspired you and how maybe you guys went back and forth to kind of really, I just want to know, how did you get all of those layers into these incredibly catchy songs?
Well, I mean, it's everything everyone's saying, which it starts with, first of all, Maggie and Chris, and Michelle, and Ian talking about what are these songs going to be, like what is the storytelling function, what is the moment, whether there's other like comp songs, it's kind of like, oh, it's something, this is the energy is right, or this is working as we animate. At the end of the day, everything's being built for story, and I come from musical theater, as does Ian, and part of what that is you're always working to figure out how can you have a song, the lyrics are a big part of it, but the structure, the energy, the feel all the way through, and the commitment to figuring out, you know, you can, in a needle drop in a movie, put an action sequence over it, chop it up, you hear part of the chorus, you hear 50 seconds of a song, and what was really inspiring to kind of have the challenge for this movie was you get the 3 minutes, you get the 2.5 minutes, you're gonna get the song all the way down, and that's the world that I come from, which is how do you make sure every 10 seconds of a song is heightening, is telling more of the story, is giving you something else about the character, that the challenge with this is to also have it sound like a legitimate K-pop song. And you know that some of that energy is going to come from animation, you know some of the storytelling is going to come from other pieces, but at the end of the day, you can't just have a song that doesn't advance the story all the way through. And it was amazing to work with EJAE and work with Danny, and and how it's done, something about when you come from the crown so humble, I mean, that is
the hardest rock ever.
It's just standing down. Yeah, I was like, I still don't know if I could. I mean, EJ had to actually do it.
How many takes?
I think it was one.
Yeah, all the way through. But you're being pushed from all sides, and I think like what's exciting is through the collaboration, we're all bringing, and you know, I coming from storytelling, but still loving pop music and loving K-pop, and increasingly getting to know K-pop, you get to know everyone is a writer, and part of what's fun is in the way that songwriting works, it's almost like a mini movie that is like, oh, this is the team of collaborators on this song. How are we getting from A to Z in terms of what the song function needs to do? Or we did one, that didn't really do it. Let's try a whole, you know, Golden, there were, and not that we all were involved with all of them, but there were 5 or 6 songs before the one that's there, because you realize the story like you do in a movie. Oh, by the time we have song 3, actually the story focuses, the beats focus, the bridge is going to be where Rumi reveals her patterns. That was a huge moment. Whenever the story Brain Trust was like, hey songwriters, this is what that's going to do. And so the songwriting is reflecting in a deep way what the storytellers and, you know, we're trying to support. Again, it just comes back to the vision of what the directors want to be bringing into the movie.